Good morning. Welcome to an at-home episode of the Just Jamie podcast. So this will only be on YouTube, I'm assuming, and I'll also do little snippets of it on other social, but I just wanted to do a little bit of a check-in, and I hope everyone had a really wonderful holiday season, and Happy New Year to everyone. And I wanted to do a little intro on what you can expect for season 2 as well. So, little update from season 1. My friend Raf has taken her fitness challenge seriously, and she's been checking in a couple of times so far this year, which I'm super proud of her. And we'll have a little check-in episode with her because I think she brought up some really valid points that working moms, and even if you're a stay-at-home mom, your time is spent, with the kids, with the house, with, maybe if you don't have kids, a parent, or, some sort of pull, whether it's business or work, whatever it is. And oftentimes you take care of yourself last. And I think if you have kids, it's important to show them that mom is important, dad is important, family is important, but if you don't have your health, you really don't have anything. So I'm excited that she's certainly making the changes she wants to make, but I think it's a lesson we can all learn. And to that end, a little teaser for season 2 is one of my guests is going to be the trainer that I used when I started getting fit. It's been many years now that I met him, probably 2012, I think it was. I found my paperwork actually from our first session where I kind of filled out what my goals were. And so Ricky is going to be a guest. I'm really excited because new year, new you, resolutions. I really want to talk to him about why resolutions kind of don't stick, what has to change with the client for him, and why just signing up for the gym doesn't actually work. It's kind of like when I pin a workout on Pinterest, or I spend a lot of time, looking up workout ideas and things like that, and then you almost feel the sense of accomplishment, but I have to remind myself that I actually haven't done the workout. All I did was hit pin. So I think that'll be a really interesting conversation, and I'm so excited that my favorite ESPN personality has agreed to come on the podcast. I mean, seriously, who am I? Whatever. But I guess more than anything, the importance of that was me taking a shot, right? You miss all the shots you don't take. And I just sent him a direct message. We followed each other on social for a while, and it was so gracious that he agreed to come on. And I'm really excited because sports are a big part of my life. I'm super uncoordinated. I was a terrible soccer player as a kid. I was fast, but no eye-foot coordination, and that's actually necessary in soccer. But I listen to a ton of sports radio, not only when I'm on a project driving hours and hours and hours, but during my regular everyday, I enjoy sports radio. It keeps me company. It's sort of my constant companion, and he's just my favorite. So I'm super excited. And a little tease, I'm not going to say his name, but I'm very excited. So he'll be on season 2. And I'm also going back to Ireland with my family this summer, and I'm doing an episode about travel. And then I'm also doing an episode about packing for travel, because bless their hearts, my mom is a serial overpacker. My sister did a horrible job packing for Ireland 2 years ago. And my nieces have expressed a need to actually figure out how to pack as well. So I thought that would be kind of a fun thing if we did a packing episode together. And I've gotten way better at it as well. And sometimes when I'm driving somewhere, I sort of just, one more of this, one more of that. So I thought that would be a good thing we can kind of narrow down together. And I'm actually exploring doing an episode on grief. I think I'm finally at a place after losing my dad where I can talk about it without bursting into tears. So that's something to look forward to as well. So anywho, I say all that to say that we're at 30,000 views on YouTube alone in 3 months. The podcast will be 3 months old either tomorrow or the next day. And when I started this, I didn't really know what to expect, and I couldn't be more excited that you all seem to be somewhat excited to go on this ride with me. And my friends and family have really rallied around not only being, a guest or a willing guest, but also just sort of, in my corner as a cheerleader. And I can't say enough thank yous. So if you haven't subscribed already, I appreciate it, because bless the algorithm's heart, you need the subscriptions. So if you haven't hit subscribe, even if you think I ramble, just give me a subscription. Anywho, so fitness check-in. for me personally. So I was down about 12 to 15 pounds from the summer when I filmed the first episode early July to when I filmed episode 10 the Monday before Thanksgiving. So all in all, I've probably put on 3 more pounds. So if I was at 12, I'm down 11. Obviously, if I lost 15, I am down 12 still. So I really am super proud of myself, and I did not work out like crazy. I really didn't even watch what I was eating, but intermittent fasting for me has been great. I have definitely tried to still get my 8 hours, some days better than others. But what I like is if I feel hungry, I drink some water or I have a tea or a coffee, because sometimes you are just thirsty. Then I break my fast when I'm ready. I don't necessarily break it. If I'm up at 4:30 in the morning, I'll have lemon and warm water before I even have coffee. Then I'll have my coffee, and sometimes I don't break fast until 10:30. Sometimes I break fast at 2 in the afternoon. But I give myself a tight window to eat. So during the holidays, if we couldn't get a dinner reservation until, let's say, 7:30, 8 o'clock, that's different. So those I kind of put aside. But in my everyday best practices, I don't break fast until I'm genuinely hungry. But then when I do, I have to say, and my mom can vouch for this when she was staying, I sometimes broke fast with caramel corn. Moose Munch, my cousin Scott, bless you, you sent it to Mom, and I ate it like it was my job. But I didn't feel too guilty about it because I didn't, eat for 12 hours a day. I knew that was a special treat, and come January, February, March, Moose Munch is not part of my regular diet. So I guess I'm proud, and I can say that I didn't, sort of drive myself bananas working out. I certainly started lifting a little bit. I was doing my half marathon training plan, but for every week of the plan, it took me 2 weeks. So it had me running 5 days a week. And to do week 2, it took me 2 full weeks to do it. So I just split up my runs because Mom was visiting and we were traveling and we were doing a bunch of things and I was busy having fun, but I didn't take my eye off the ball completely. But I just allowed myself to eat whatever I had. I'm not a big drinker, but I certainly enjoyed many a holiday themed. Apparently, if you name a holiday or a cocktail with a holiday name and put it in like a reindeer mug, I'm a sucker and I will order it. And I had more frites than, trust me, if you call fries frites, it sounds better. But long story short is I'm still in weight loss mode, but I did not have to be a party pooper. So hopefully everybody is making health changes, not diet changes, not changes for weight or vanity, but it's literally your long-term health. And yes, most of the time you end up looking better and feeling better and all of that good stuff. But that was sort of my check-in to keep myself honest. And then also in terms of balance, the first episode I told Zach that it was really interesting that balance would be even in my vocabulary because I was always horrible at it. And I worked all of last, really from May till end of November. I consulted 7 days a week. I was working like crazy. And then I made some appointments and I had some commitments and I had to turn down a consulting project that started actually yesterday. And part of me is like, oh my God, who am I to walk away from the money? We could really use it. And then I'm like, nope, I've got schedules, I've got appointments, I've got plans, I've got commitments, and it's also probably not the healthiest thing. So I've made the commitment to kind of keep the commitment to the other things that I could have moved around probably, but it's healthy for me to take a little bit of a break. And certainly I want to work on the podcast, and I have other things that are important. So I just thought I would, kind of, give myself a little bit of a proverbial pat on the back that I, am trying to really walk the walk and talk the talk. So I guess that's about it for now. And I'll try to find something similar. This is a dress from Ralph Lauren Rugby. I bought it in, I think, Greenwich, Connecticut, 12 to 15 years ago. Ralph Lauren Rugby doesn't even exist anymore, but I'll try to find something similar. But so I appreciate, everybody's always very sweet about, wardrobe and everything. But so again, I'm excited about season 2. If you haven't subscribed, I beg of you. Yes, shameless begging. But I'm not too proud to beg. So anywho, welcome almost to season 2. Welcome to 2025 and all the good things. And see you on the show soon. Bye.